Welcome back to the Beyond Good and Evil playthrough. And we've cut straight back to the Mom and Go garage, which is still on fire at the end of the game. Dude, fire extinguishers. I've given you like 40 goddamn pearls by now. You should be able to afford a goddamn money. Fire extinguisher.
Needs more pearls.
Alright. Flight stabilizers. Excellent.
But it's only for spaceships.
It's only for spaceships, though. That's perfect, because we just found one. Yeah. My uncle left a spaceship under the couch. You would never believe it.
Beast a shell out of finding pennies, I tell you what.
Also, we can technically afford these. Yeah, we can afford the space engine now. But it won't let us buy it until we have the spaceship parked at the garage.
Well, it's not like something you can carry back home, really. So.
Yeah, but there's a reason the game forces you to go find the spaceship, leave, buy a part, and then go back. And that is, while we're out on our little auto part hunt, the Doms attack the lighthouse.
Damn it!
The lighthouse.
Well, of course they do.
The lighthouse is gone. Like, it's just gone.
Oh, you think they have a little more impact?
There's no pieces of it anywhere. It's just gone.
Wait, didn't we get our generator back running though?
Yeah.
Our force fields. Did they just go through it, or?
Well, it is operated by an on and off switch, so they just sent the soldier down there, turn it off, and there you go, open house.
Apparently Paige had some sort of fail-safe that closes the spaceship bay door, but I think it's implied that it wasn't the DOMs that attacked, but the Alpha sections, which might explain why they didn't turn on the force field.
Oh yeah, because the kids were still saying stuff like, "I'm glad we have the Alpha sections here to protect us," so they trust them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Alpha sections were the ones who attacked. But yeah, because the kids don't know about the whole conspiracy theory thing. Oh god, this desolation. If only it was higher res graphics so that the rubble actually looked like rubble and not like a really deformed carpet.
Yeah, I was gonna say a rocky carpet.
At the very least, the animation's good enough to the point where you can actually see the
oh yeah, I know.
An upset face.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not knocking the game for its graphics, but like, you know, it's funny to notice those graphical shortcomings in older games, like how in the original Final Fantasy X the blitzballs weren't actually round.
No.
And they actually had to upgrade that in the HD port. They made the blitzball graphics better.
They made them not.
In the original Final Fantasy X, to quote Spoony One, the blitzball was a mass of jutting, jagged polygons. It looked really horrible.
In fact, dare I say, the entire driving force for the Final Fantasy X HD report was just to remaster the blitzball.
Oh.
What they figured, oh yeah, we might as well just do the entire game.
Yeah, well, having the international sphere grid is, you know, just a nice little bonus.
That was a nice little bonus, yeah.
For us Americans, anyway. European
Yeah, but
guys
the blitzball,
got
that
it.
was high priority.
This is a depressing scene. I mean, it's
Did
kind
all
of hard
the
to take it
kids die?
seriously with that dog, but no, they've just been kidnapped.
Oh yeah, because if they're doing human trafficking, why kill perfectly viable?
Yeah. No, I mean, they were trying to kidnap the kids at the beginning of the game, too, so...
Oh, okay. And they're kidnapping the kids and selling them to the DOMs, is it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure the exact specifics of the arrangement between the Alpha sections and the DOMs, apart from the fact that some of the Alpha sections are very clearly possessed by the DOMs. But the Alpha section's general is not possessed. He's an actual person. Why is he helping the DOMs? We never find out. It would have been great to learn more about that, but we don't.
Well, other than he's just being a dick, you mean? Like, yeah, that would be.
As far as we're aware, yeah, he's just a dick.
Like,
we never get an ulterior motive.
Well, he says some things as he's dying that hints that he might have had, you know, an actual fleshed out motive if they took time to flesh it out. But, Alright, she's had her moment of depression and she's ready to push forward. That's good. I appreciate a game that doesn't draw this shit out like Hope in Final Fantasy XIII. Like, dear God, the reactions were understandable, but could it have lasted a little less long?
At the very least, or at the very least, they didn't make it such a. It's kind of weird. Depression is a very hard, I think, a hard thing to tell in a game, because it's under like in order to tell it realistically and well, you kind of have to make it not suitable for a game. I think so. I don't think
Yeah.
this medium is the best one to depict this, or at least in the way that games are normally made today.
Well,
Okay.
the other thing about a game, especially a game like Final Fantasy, is that you want to have a sense that you as the player are empowered in the role of the character. So while having a personal struggle is good, that personal struggle should be, portrayed in such a way that it feels like you're overcoming it rather than just, sitting there, not changing.
That's a better way to put it, I think. For sure.
And, Jade had her very short moment of despair here. Short in the context of, just real-time span, the amount of time the game dwells on it. But, she's not over it, obviously, but she's pushing ahead and not letting it freeze her up. And that makes that helps the player feel empowered in their role.
Yes. Especially considering that this is an instance where there's still time to save the kids if you go to the moon, as opposed to they're just all dead. So
Yeah. Another game would actually pull off a situation quite like this much later on. It was Mass Effect 2. Toward the end of the game, it's actually a bit contrived, but your entire mission party gets lured off of the ship while it's having repairs done to go do an unspecified mission that you don't even get to play through. And during that time, the collectors, the human kidnapping aliens that you're fighting in that game, board your ship and kidnap everyone except for the co-pilot, who somehow survives. You play as the co-pilot for that one section. Actually, it's very random, but you actually at that point in the game, you have a time limit. You have exactly enough in-game time to do exactly one side quest, and if you do more than one side quest, by the time you get to the ending dungeon, you won't be able to recover all of your crew from the collectors. And in the post-game, your ship will be a lot emptier.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say that's actually, I think, good design, a good deconstruction of the typical, oh no, end of the world, better go do mini games kind of shit. Like, like if if your crew has been kidnapped, you should go help them.
Like spending 7 days in the gold saucer actually means the end of the world.
Yeah, and you know what's really heart-wrenching? If you get there too late, you show up just in time to see one of the more likable crew members being melted in a pod.
Ugh.
It really gets you. Also, the Batcave has a Batcave roof for the spaceship. Paige, when did you build this?
And so, yeah, Ryan, does Batman have a spaceship?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Dude, Batman has satellites, okay? So, yeah, he has a spaceship when he needs one.
Does he know how to drive a spaceship?
Yes.
Okay, kid, that's drawing the line. Okay, what did he go to space camp as a kid or something?
6
He's
times.
Batman.
He doesn't even just know how to drive spaceships. He can drive a fucking Gundam that looks like him and Superman fused together. It's still the most ridiculous thing Batman has ever done. Okay. So, now that we have our spaceship, we can just go straight to the Mamago garage and get our stellar engine and go to the end of the game. However, there are two things in the way. The first is this sky serpent. Exactly like the sea serpents from before, but now
Only
we're
in the
fighting
sky!
Yeah, only in the sky. Now we're fighting it with our spaceship. So we do have, full three-dimensional control, vertical control to think about while chasing this thing around. And I have to say the scope of this particular battle is kind of nice. It does a good job of getting you used to flying around in the spaceship, which you're kind of going to have to get used to. Also,
goddamn.
Don't fly into the water. It's somehow just inexplicably...
No, don't fly into the boxes into the water.
But
Lewis, you said the hovercraft controls well. Does the spaceship control well too, or?
Yeah, in fact, it's kind of disappointing that we don't get to use this thing any more than we actually do, because this is the very end of the game. There's a grand total of one place in the overworld that the spaceship allows you to go that you couldn't get to before, and apart from that, you fly to the moon, you do some shooter sections, you do the rather bare bones final dungeon, and that's a wrap.
It looks like you're not putting any effort into dodging the projectiles. Do they just not mean that much?
No, they don't. Also, I don't think the vehicles have very good evasive maneuvers anyway, so attrition.
Do your vehicle health upgrades carry over from the hovercraft to the spaceship, or do they have their own health
That's
bars?
a good question. I think they carry over, but because the hovercraft, as you can see, is attached to the spaceship. Why it's attached to the spaceship, I don't know, but it is.
It's a comfy couch. I don't know.
It does let you drop the hovercraft off in the volcano, and the spaceship just sort of
Now it's just going to rub against the mountainside.
and the spaceship just sort of hovers on standby. This is a cool mechanic, and I kind of wish they had used it a little more. And I assume if in the sequel, assuming we ever get one, we'd actually be able to control the spaceship and drop the hovercraft off in places and all of that. But this is the only time we're ever going to be doing this.
Oh, and this is for that.
Oh wait, no,
volcano treasure.
there is one other time that we're going to drop the hovercraft off and use the hovercraft, but it's actually on the moon. Believe it or not.
Does the
Because
moon
the
in
moon
this
has water.
Oh, so it's not like our moon. People can like breathe on it and stuff.
Yeah, apparently. I
Okay.
mean, we don't seem to be wearing any space suits when we go out there. Or maybe it's just like, what? Oh, god damn it! Mustafar, I think, is the name of the lava planet, right?
In Star Wars, yeah.
It's Simba's father, yeah.
Endor, it's a moon too, so that makes sense.
But it just like maybe it's like that planet and it has force fields where people can, survive, while in spite of the planet being one big volcano. Anyway, this is the volcano. It doesn't have much lava in it, but what it does have is Voraxes out the ass, and all of them have pearls. So basically, if you haven't been doing the side quests up till now, you could come here and get, I think, actually enough pearls from just this area to get the stellar engine.
What does the extra pearls do? Can you use them to get anything else, or are they
When you get all of the pearls, you do get a bonus. It's not much of one, but I'll be showing that off.
Oh, that
briefly.
was the end game cutscene you were talking about, right? The post.
No,
Oh.
no,
No?
that just happens. The bonus you get is something in game, an item, but I'll show it when I get it because I'm going to be getting it this part anyway, and it's not a very good bonus.
Oh.
It is
Postcard.
It is kind of humorous in the context of the world and the story, but it's not very worthwhile gameplay wise. No, it's not a postcard. I almost wish it was.
You're just never gonna let that go, are you, John?
Fuck no, okay? 100% sunshine, come back to me, okay?
Or I could play Mario Galaxy again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need to get my digital copy of that game because I don't have it yet and I really want to get the game back. Are both Galaxy games on the
Just
eShop?
just two, as far as of the time of this recording.
There's a rumor that Galaxy 1's going to be put on the eShop soon, though.
It wasn't on the list of those leaked eShop games, though.
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
I heard it was.
Why is Nintendo being so weird about Wii releases?
they're probably harder to do.
I just want to mimic what they do with the Virtual Console with Wii games, so...
Oh yeah, that's probably more true, actually. Now that I think about
The
it.
system has hardware emulation for the Wii.
Yeah, I know.
They just need to make some slight optimization changes like they do on the PSN.
No, it's more of a marketing thing. Like, you can make more of a release if you stagger them instead of.
Yeah, you should tell that to whoever's in charge of the goddamn Smash 4 DLC. Ah, jeez, these guys are just swarming me. Go away, Vorax. Get away from me. But don't drop your pearl down the hole. Thank you.
Can that happen?
No, the pearls
No.
very conveniently float over to preset locations when the enemies die. See, they're all very neatly arranged in a square here. I like that when you pick one of them up, you get all of the ones that are nearby. But yeah, I am missing exactly 5 pearls now.
Cool.
Are they here?
I believe they are.
Hooray.
4?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you see? 3, 4, 5. Magical. Alright.
Are all these little glimmering projectiles coming from the weapon, like, they actually hurt?
Yeah, they do a small amount of damage in an area of effect, but nothing particularly huge compared to what you would actually deal to an enemy if you hit them directly with the charge-up melee attack.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. Jade's grunts are incredibly entertaining.
Sounds like she's practicing for a cheesy kung fu movie.
Or a Legend of Zelda game.
Okay, we don't need. Oh man. Ugh. Goddamn. Scratch it. Yeah.
Oops! Yeah, you can hit your partner and they will say things. But they won't take damage, apparently.
Hey Einstein, you're on my side, or I'm on your.
Hey
Damn,
Jade, I hear
fucked
you
up
found
line.
all the pearls on the planet. Where did you hear that? I just found the last one. But yeah, you get an M disc with something called the Pearl game on it. So let's go check that out. After we get out of the cave, anyway. It's a pretty extensive cave, but it kind of just looks exactly like the cave we went through at the beginning of the game. So, you know, not a lot of budget went into this portion of the game world.
So hold on a moment. There's specifically a volcano area, and they don't do any lava shit, and they don't have it erupt at any point.
Dude, you can't have something like non-violent lava. It just doesn't work.
Lame.
Volcano levels are always my favorite levels in platformers, though. Like, even the one in Rascal is the one that I actually have slightly fond memories of. I missed this on the way in, by the way. Sorry about that. Someone in the comments is probably raging at me. But yeah, I got
Where's Sonic?
I got the Mecha Impulsor. I increased my wrench level. And, if I remember correctly, is there anything else that I need to get? I know I can't get all of the animals until I'm actually in space, because the last one is on the way to the moon.
Wait, hold on.
But,
I thought they. All of the pearls on the planet. Okay.
There are no pearls up in the moon, but the animals.
But don't you get a pearl for doing the animal stuff though? So,
Actually, the last roll of film doesn't get you a pearl, and it would have been incredibly pointless if it did, because by the time you can get the last animal anyway, you've used all your pearls on the stellar engine, which is the last thing you can possibly buy with pearls. So you get a different reward for getting the last roll of film.
Okay. And you're keeping that a secret, I'm assuming, because you're not telling
I
us what it
actually
is.
don't remember what it is, but I remember what this fucking thing is. This fucking thing. Okay? The guys at the Mamago Garage decided to try their hand at video game design.
What?
So that's what's on the Pearl game disc, a video game designed by the Rhino people. It's horrible.
Well, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to program when you've got Rhino hands. So you know, I can understand.
Spaceship parts, it's totally fine.
No, you know what? Technology in this world should have voice activation. I'm pretty sure they could dictate their code verbally. So, like, yeah, you know, no excuses.
Well, what their accents are too thick. The computer doesn't recognize it.
Mamago Productions is horrible. They suck at game design, and their franchises need to die, like, right now. I don't say that often. I am a Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but it's horrible. It's that bad.
Are you gonna actually play it?
Yeah, briefly. And it is
What if
some
it's
good
Beyond Good and Evil 2?
I recommend getting hold of all the wrench power-ups that you can possibly get. I don't care about the boosters anymore, because I don't need the boosters anymore. But yeah, also there's a disc game disc, which you can play multiplayer, I think, table hockey with. But Yo Pearl by Isam Mamago. And this is like the epitome of all indie game designs.
The fuck
yeah.
am I looking at?
You control each pearl with one analog stick, and they have reversed controls. So one controls in the opposite direction of the other.
So wait. So. What?
Well, the loud music, the obnoxious colors, the obtuse controls. You think we're playing some sort of early prototype of meme run.
Okay, you know, it is extremely hard to coordinate both your hands to control those goddamn things the way you want them to, because you know how when you're using both your thumbs for something, you kind of instinctively move both thumbs the same direction? Well, you kind of have to shut that impulse off for this game if you want to have any chance of, you know, doing anything at all with it.
So, what do you think, Jade? Great bait, mate. I rate 8.
The fuck did I just look at?
Needs more microtransactions, but yeah, we've got the stellar engine so we can go to space. And we actually go to space in this game by flying directly into the sky and activating the stellar motor to fly straight up.
Cool.
Neat.
I just hope we aim right.
Endgame, next part, be there or be a triangle.
Or be Yo Pearl.
I think that's how it's said.